3, 2, 1, go. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Buckle Bomb. It is I, your boy, the Star Boy, Primo Campos, and
Jay Mazing.
Jay Mazing in the building. I have to say Jay Mazing in the building at every single episode, the beginning of every episode.
I think I only said it like once or twice.
Jay Mazing?
The in the building part. You just kind of
I run with it.
just run with it.
That's basically everything. I run every joke into the ground for as long as possible. Some that cannot be said. NSFW. Sorry, kids. Don't listen to this podcast. Or do. We need more views. Anyways, our guests are 2 newest debuts. And they're pretty good people. I like them. They're good people to talk to.
He's
pretty chill.
That's pretty.
Your Canadian side is coming out already. Jesus. Oh. Anyways, well, I'm going to call you by your real names, and then you guys say your own, because your name it confuses me. It's CJC, but we got Louise and Mac, a.k.a.
Caleb Jean Cartier.
Caleb Jean. CJC.
CJC.
Alberto Reyes.
That one's easier to say.
Yeah. I tried to get a chant started for you to show, and I was like, Reyes.
You could just start a Reyes chant,
Yeah.
I call him.
Me and Jordan tried to start a Reyes chant, and it was like, and then Kevin was on the end. He was like, Alberto. And we're like, dude, synergy. What are you doing?
So it was funny how there was this one dude who was like strongly cheering for Manny like all the way through the match. And then the same specific guy halfway through the match, I at least got happy that I got him to at least yell, I'm so confused.
He was so conflicted. He was like, my brain.
I was like,
okay.
Doing something.
Good match, by the way.
Thank you.
There was a very interesting spot where we saw some, I can't curse, saw some cheeks, some yams, some hams,
a little bit
some
of
ham
skin,
hogs.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How did that come to be, if you want to reveal that?
So, Mr. Jose Valiente.
Very good guy. Mean person in the ring, though.
Shout out.
I remember me and Manny were talking about the match, and we were talking about different spots we could do, and he just kind of like inserted himself into the conversation, and he was just like, "Hey, are you gonna do the ass spot?" And I'm just there like out of like left field, like, "What are you talking about?" Yeah, and like Manny's like, "Oh yeah, we should do that." And he's like, Jose just puts his arm around. He's like, are we allowed to curse?
You guys are. I'm not.
Okay, so he just puts his arm around. He's like, you better not f that spot up. I'm like, you haven't even told me what the spot is. He's like, you're going to do a sunset flip and you're going to pull his trunks down. You're going to show his ass to the crowd. I'm like, oh, dude, okay, yeah, that should get a pop. Yeah, that should definitely get a pop.
It definitely did. And then he spun around for like another like 10 seconds.
Just showing his
audible gasp by the crowd.
His bare booty. I don't know if you want to let us in on the secret. Is that his real underwear?
His thought. So,
wait, how much time do you think he spends staring at Manny's underwear?
I mean, we get to know each other very well here. We have a pride flag. I wouldn't put it past.
I don't know who it was that told me, but I did hear from somebody that a few pro wrestlers he knows wear thongs in the ring.
For what? For what reason? What does that serve?
I don't know.
That's a lot of
I forgot what group. I was in a group conversation. I don't know who said it, but yeah, someone definitely said it, and I was like, okay.
I don't get that. That doesn't make any sense to me. That's just like bare booty to trunks, like abrasion to me.
I once heard somebody say it's about function, not comfort.
What a very efficient phrase that is.
I guess.
Does it?
Sure, why not?
Would you wear thongs in your tights?
No, it's not really for me.
Deniability. It's like, yeah, that's cool, but not for me. I don't get that. You would have to wear like baby powder. That would have been funny if his butt was white. Just like bare white. You know what I'm saying?
You mean like a baby's ass?
Like a baby.
Essentially.
That would be nice. But there was that spot. And then the ending, you had talked to me about it before your match on how you wanted the ending to go, and you got it. And it was very cool because I didn't know Manny could do that. It's a 450, by the way. Manny did a 450. It was pretty cool.
Oh, yeah. As soon as I found out, obviously, not as soon as I found out. I knew from the get-go when we got paired up together he was going over. I don't know how he was going to want things to end, but I did bring it up that, if you want to hit me with your 450, I mean, I'd be okay with that.
Yeah? How did he respond to that in the beginning?
No, like I didn't even have to bring it up to him.
Oh, no?
He just said, you know what, we're gonna end it with a 450. And like
That's
on the inside, I was just like a child screaming, like just so excited, like yes.
I was confused. I thought he was
just 450.
Yeah, I thought he was just gonna do it because I have never seen him do a 450 before. I saw him take that Spanish fly on the ladder from the Halloween show.
That was
Oh, man.
crazy.
That was horrific watching that live.
Yeah, it was pretty wild.
But yeah, I thought he was just gonna do it off the turnbuckle, but he like walked the rope.
Want
It
to
was
know?
like,
After that spot from like the spot you talked about from the ladder? I
Yeah.
spoke to him after that show. He said he literally actually didn't feel anything on that impact.
oh
And
my
I was
god!
like, that's impossible.
Wait,
The
like in a good
that,
way, he didn't feel it.
Like yeah, he said he didn't feel anything. I don't know if it was still the adrenaline hitting him, but he said he didn't feel anything. I was like, damn.
Him, I had talked to Arayo after that, and he was like, dude, I was so scared. Like, he said that he watched Manny's head like get like inches away from the ladder, and he was like, I thought I messed Manny up. Manny didn't feel anything. He because like his back half took most of the.
He literally
blow.
walked up to me with all his dry blood going into the restroom, and he just I was just like, hey man, you good? And like he just gave me like the biggest smile. Yeah, dude, I'm awesome. I'm awesome.
The legend of Manny
Like,
continues. My God. But unfortunately, Manny did go over. But you had a good showing. That is your first match. There was really no cracks that I saw in the match. And if there were, you covered it up pretty nice.
Right. So the beginning was supposed to kind of be a little more. A little more chainy.
Yeah,
We were supposed
you
to
can
go
see
a
that.
little bit more back and forth with that. That's one part that I kind of felt I could have definitely done better at. As soon as we got past that part, though, we kind of did stick to everything we did talk about and plan out, and there were a few things that weren't planned as well that ended up happening that I was just like, oh, badass, cool.
Yeah.
All I had to do was listen to Manny in the ring, and it was literally easy as hell.
Yeah, nice.
Honestly, anybody who's going to debut with him in the future, they're going to be taken care of immediately.
That's nice. I want to talk about one spot, and it got me so hype. I almost jumped over the railing. It's the one where you go to the corner, jump to the other rope, and hit him with the elbow.
Oh, yeah.
Can you talk? Because you two both had a say in that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want you guys to talk about that creation because I love that move so much.
So I had always wanted to do a spot where I did jump from rope to rope.
Yeah.
And originally I wanted it to be a shotgun drop kick. I've spoken to Mac about
Jeez.
that.
Yeah.
And I was just like, damn, my balance is not there for me to shoot off there like that yet. So
Yeah.
I was just trying to think of something, and he brought up the idea of an elbow. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So he worked with me on it for days until I started getting it more clean and crisp.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as I brought the idea up to Manny to actually do that, he was like, oh, dude, that sounds sick. Yeah, we're doing that.
That's
So when the time came for in the match to actually do it, I was like, okay,
Yeah.
here's one of my original moves going out there. Screw it. And it actually got a small pop.
It
I was
did.
like,
It did.
I was like, yeah, what?
God, that was so cool.
Oh my god.
Yeah, there were actually a lot of people, because I do the chat moderation during the shows. A lot of people that were watching online were talking about, while it was going on, oh man, this match is awesome. This is the match of the night. Talking, with the elbow spot, and then Manny. But yeah, they were eating that up. They really
Yeah.
were.
It's pretty cool.
That was
I like
awesome.
your ring gear as well. I can't do it justice. I'm Hispanic and I can't even say the word right. Vaquero?
Vaquero.
Vaquero. There you
So-
go. I want to see you get the bandolier. The bullets.
my God.
The bullet vest.
For the next show, I have an actual leather vest now that
That's
I'm
sick.
gonna wear
Yeah, there you
instead.
go.
That's
so,
it.
yeah.
You got some nice jeans too. But unfortunately for your boy, Manny did go over. So we're gonna transition that into how do you say the last name? Cartier.
Cartier, yeah.
Cartier.
It's like
I don't know what
the
that.
watch, man.
Cartier.
Like the watch? Oh, I'm poor, dude. I don't know what that is. I bought my watch off of Amazon for $15.
Timex over here, boy.
I don't even.
I got that plastic stuff.
Mine's faux leather. Sad. I just called myself out. I can't do a rich gimmick in the future because now they're gonna be like, "Oh, dude, plastic watch, really? Dora the Explorer watch," which were super cool back then.
They were.
They really were. The Spider-Man one and the Cars one. Off track. Anyways, you got to go with Steve-O. That was a good match. We were talking about it last practice, which was on a Monday before practice.
Yeah.
I was jumping, I was raving. Unfortunately, I had to boo you because you're a bad guy.
Yeah, you better, man.
Mr. Canada, that's what I'm saying, man. I was so conflicted. Me, Jordan, and Kevin were all holding each other. We were like, oh, Matt. Oh, man, we want to cheer you so bad. I did pop when you went for your finisher. You just stepped through. I thought you were going to hit it, man. Because I didn't know the finish to your match. I didn't know the finish to either of your matches. But I really thought you were going to hit it, man. And I got,
Yeah.
I'm getting pumped just thinking about it. I was going crazy for both your matches.
I'm not gonna lie, I was like his biggest cheerleader backstage.
Yeah.
I was watching that. I was like jumping up like a little kid.
I won't lie. When I went to go, I got it in and I crossed the legs like I'm going to do the sharpshooter. And I just looked up and I think I told you this. I saw you leaning over the post. It's like just like with your jaw on the ground. I was like, they're right here in the palm of my hand. Good.
You got me, dude. You really did.
I was like, good.
I know what your finisher is, but I saw you do it. And I was like, oh my God, man. That show was hype. That is literally, to me, it's on par with the Halloween show. I think those two are neck and neck.
Yeah, those two were, I mean, of all the shows that I've worked, those are probably the most fun that I've had.
Really fun. It was like a dance party, man. But yeah, you and Steve-O had more of a technical. He put you in the what is it? The octopus?
Oh,
or
like,
what is it? The stretch?
God, I don't know. What does he call it? Like, I don't know. It's some banana split thing. All I know is my leg.
Yeah.
My legs started going opposite ways, and I was like, "Oh crap, here we go."
Lord have mercy. Did you even know you were going to go into that? Like that whole time you guys were chaining, right?
No, we were just kind of like feeling the flow on the chaining and stuff, and or just him kind of working around. And yeah, I just remember sitting down. I had one arm go under my leg, and I was like, "What is this?" And I rolled back, and I was like, "Oh wait, I know what this is."
God, I mean, speaking of like, just touching on the fact that you two were like in good hands. I mean, you had Manny, who's obviously he's done a lot, and then Steve-O. Either way, I mean, what more can be said about Steve-O? How did you feel when you knew Steve-O was going to be your introductory match?
It was awesome, honestly.
Yeah.
I think if I had to have my list of people that I wanted to go with, Steve-O was definitely at the top of the list.
Nice.
So it was really cool.
Yeah.
And then just getting to do a couple of moves on him that he was the one who showed me how to do them was kind of fun too.
That's really cool.
Like that little corkscrew with the arm.
Yes. Oh my! Through the rope and then.
Oh yeah, that one too. And then
the arm spot you did where you slammed his arm to the floor. You know the.
Yeah. Grab him, do the little corkscrew
twist,
thing.
Yeah.
God, dude.
I love that move so much.
Yeah, I got to rewatch the matches on Sunday, and I was very happy. I was so hyped for everything.
Yeah.
That whole show, man. Did you guys get to watch it back at all?
Yeah, I went back and watched a lot of it. It was really good.
Yeah. How'd you feel about your match?
Pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
I could pick out the places where it was like, oh, whoops, but yeah.
Oh, yeah, same.
I mean,
Yeah. How do you feel about the reaction you got being Mr. Canada and all?
oh, it was perfect. As soon as I stepped through the ring, this guy was like, "Boo, fuck Canada!" I was like, "Oh, good. This is gonna be great."
This is awesome.
You had, for the people who don't know, this man came out with a Canadian flag draped around his back, Canadian tights, and you had did you have a Canadian arm sleeve too, right?
Yeah. My arm sleeve is just
God.
like the Canadian flag and everything.
Good Lord have mercy.
And that's not even my gear yet. So
Max.
I was just some red tights that I had to put on because the gear wasn't ready yet.
I can't say it enough, man. Like your guys' two matches, they popped the crap. I don't know. Obviously, I like Zach's match because I got to be cameraman for that. That was fun and got to go in there, witness a lot of things. But like,
Because you have a spot.
yeah,
Trying to put himself over.
yeah, you know, the Star Boy and all. No, but yeah. When did you figure out the finish for your match?
We kind of had an idea of what we wanted to do.
Yeah.
And so we're. I feel like it was the day before that we really actually figured it out.
Wow.
Because I think we had 2 or 3 different versions that we were going to go with. Oof. And so then we had to talk with Pops, and then we just decided on what we did. But
Nice.
yeah, I mean,
And then the ending angle you went with. My God, I'm gonna bleep myself. What a bleep hole you are. Jeez, you mauled him.
hey man,
afterwards.
Canada's got the best wrestlers, right? I can't be shown up by getting pinned out of a sharpshooter.
Oh my God, he did. Yeah, he did. That's whenever you went for it. Oh my God.
The first time I went for the sharpshooter, I was trying to go for the dungeon lock, to go grab his arm, and he just pulled me and got me into the pin.
Dude, what an amazing match. And then you started beating up on him afterwards. You kept working the arm.
Yeah.
It was so bad. I was really concerned. And then I came back here. I don't know what for. I think I was giving something to someone. And I saw Steve-O, and he actually had his arm.
Yeah, he put it in a sling.
Put it in a sling. I was like, what? Did you really just break Steve-O's arm? Our head trainer?
Hell yeah.
Canada's finest. My God. But favorite segment, kind of, sort of, halfway there. It's like half and half. You guys know what's up. Inspiration for your ring attire.
Oh, okay. So I honestly, when I joined AAPW and realized I wanted to be a pro wrestler, I didn't even know or envision myself as being a vaquero to start off. That was an idea that was just thrown my way, and I thought about it and I'm like, yeah, that's actually something I could run with. But I didn't really have a whole lot of money saved up to get a whole lot of stuff. Definitely for like the next show, I'm gonna incorporate a lot more stuff that's gonna make the people realize that okay, he's a cowboy. He's not anything to do with mariachi. There's not gonna be any conflicted thoughts in the audience.
Right.
There's not gonna be any of that. But yeah, when Pops brought the attention to my head, Pops came up with my entire thing within a matter of 2 minutes. Like literally, he's like, what do you think about being a vaquero? I thought about it. I was like, I could do that. Yeah, I got a lot of family members who are cowboys. Why not? And he was like, what do you think for your name? I'm like, I don't know. I was thinking maybe something with my initials. He's like, well, what's your middle name? Alberto. He's like, what's your mom's maiden name?
That fast.
Reyes. He's like,
Boom.
there you go, Alberto Reyes.
That's
awesome.
That's actually really cool.
It's like, it was like that quick. I was like, damn, okay. Like within a matter of 2 minutes, I had a gimmick, I had a name. I was like, all right, could I put it together?
Yeah, nice.
I've actually I've heard a couple of stories of him just on the fly putting people's characters together, like what was it, Rob the Builder.
That's like my favorite example.
Yeah, it's like
I didn't know that.
yeah, just told him to throw on some tights, found him the wrench in the helmet, and it was like, you're Rob the Builder.
Jesus Christ. It's funny that happened because literally when he says something, it sticks.
Yeah.
I literally mentioned, I probably shouldn't say that just yet. Anyways, there were some ties between me and Pops, maybe.
Go ahead and say it, man.
I might be related to Pops. I don't know. I'm broke. Don't want to get a DNA test. That's going to cost a lot of money. Once again, I'm broke. But we figured out that him and my dad have the same last name. And literally from that moment on, he's called me Primo. And now it literally is like my shtick, you see. I call myself Primo in here. I didn't want to do it at first. He said, oh, Primo. And I was like,
It did. It ate at you for a while.
It did. It really did. I don't know when I started running with it. I think when other people around the school started calling me it, and I was like, yeah.
Can't beat him, join him.
Yeah, honestly. That's really what it was. And now I call myself Primo on a podcast, dog. What have I become? Jeez.
You become Primo.
I become Primo.
Come Primo.
No, but your inspiration for your
For ring attire?
character?
This last show was definitely a Lance Storm look.
Inspired by the Canadian flag, if anything.
Exactly. Yeah. When they get the actual gear all set up, it's going to be similar with the designs and everything on the side. But I also got more of a.
Yeah, I can't wait to see your logo.
Yeah,
your logo's nice.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah,
I like it. Yeah,
Fun fact.
My roommate hooked me up with that one.
Do you don't want to disclose your roommate or no?
I'll leave him alone.
Okay, leave him alone. Anyways, just to like give an inkling of it, his roommates are very good at graphic design and just animation.
Yeah,
There you go.
They animate.
That.
Yeah.
They animate, and they're good at designs. We'll leave it at that. I don't want to dox the boys, but yeah. So if you want to give that away, are you coming out with like something radically different for the next show, or
not necessarily? It's going to be like those two logos on the side, so it still looks like the Canadian flag on the side.
Yeah.
And then just a singlet under it, so I'll kind of have more of like an X-Pac look, I think.
Ooh,
so
okay. Very nice.
with the kick pads and the
Very nice.
sights. Yeah. Yeah.
And then what about the inspiration for your character?
Character is a lot of watch a lot of Lance Storm.
Nice.
For the actual character, like WCW Lance Storm, like Canadians are the best wrestlers in the world. So
That is actually a fair argument too.
Yeah,
That's a fair argument.
Hey man, it's a long list.
It really is.
Very honest.
I get mad thinking about that.
Yeah, it's just all of them, right? The
Honestly.
but yeah. So then, as far as like just the style is a lot of William Regal.
Yeah. That corkscrew.
William
Tell me
Regal,
about that.
Pete Dunne, British wrestling that's just been like my favorite thing.
Yeah. So are you going to try to keep your moveset more grounded, or do you plan on like branching out to like flippy?
I guess you got to learn a little bit of everything, right?
True that.
But
FTR pulled out a freaking springboard.
Oh man.
God.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that they could do that.
You know, talk about like people you would just want to watch all the time is those guys. Yeah.
Jeez. Yeah. What about you? What about your moveset? Are you going to keep it? You have a pretty. I don't know how I could group your moveset because you have that. Is that a springboard technically? Your elbow off the rope.
That would be right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Ish.
Technically, yes, springboard-ish. So, right now, to be honest, I can't even pinpoint what my style is. To be honest,
You're beginning. It's a school.
It's just like kind of going with the flow at the moment. Like, if a spot feels right, I'll do it. If there are certain things that I know I could do that I just need to practice at, and if it works with my arsenal, if it doesn't. I'm not gonna rush into things. I'm not gonna just throw stuff together that doesn't work just to try it out in front of a live audience. Because if you screw that up, there's no really coming back from that.
True that. I mean, yeah, when you're talking about just like practicing, you two are definitely, I'd say, are the hardest workers here. And it shows because you guys got to debut. I will say, when I first came in and I started to train and I actually like really, really paid attention to everyone, you could tell that you two, and unfortunately Jordan's not here. Jordan, like you guys are definitely, which is funny because you guys are like the three amigos as well.
Absolutely.
Well, because like I'd say when I was watching you guys when I first came in, your bumps are amazing. I know you get told that a lot. His bumps are amazing in practice.
I want to bump like him when I grow up, honestly.
Your bumps are good, man. And you've had, I'll say it. You had Ricky Starks come in and be like, dude, like your bumps, they're good. Like keep doing it. I feel like it's a high praise.
So I honestly, when I started noticing I started getting good at those, is because I just started taking a fuck it mentality.
If I die, I die.
It's because I remember when we're still like our second month of beginners, we're still in the other ring. Pops, I think it was either El Rayo or Warsaw. He was having them chop us down for the bumps, and I'm just like, screw it, I'm just gonna launch myself back. And ever since then, I was just like, okay. I mean, they're not telling me to fix it anymore. So I guess I'm just gonna keep it that way.
And then obviously you being a technical, I tried to chain wrestle with you Monday. I could not get anything in. You were going so fast. I was trying to grab your leg. You're like, nope. You said nope to me, and then you started shrugging. You started shagging my hair.
He tried to grab my hand. I was like, nope. Just slapped it and put him back into the brutalizer or something.
I tried chain wrestling with him last week, and I thought I got the better of him, but all I did was roll out, and he got me in a triangle choke.
Yeah.
He said, I think I yelled, you idiot, when he rolls out, because he rolled and I just saw his arm and his head in between my legs. It's like, you idiot, and just put him in.
Why? Because I've talked to you before this. You haven't had any athletic background before this, right?
No.
Where does this come from?
Watching wrestling since I was a little kid.
God, did you practice like this stuff like at home when you were a kid, or no?
It was just like, we did like the kids on the trampoline kind of thing.
Right on.
Probably another reason I need to see that chiropractor more often.
But like no kid on the tramp. I mean, because when you're a kid, you're thinking of the big moves. You're like moonsault, front flip, AA, like attitude adjustment, all that. But
you'd think, but that was like all my friends. I was the guy that watched again William Regal and all them, and I was just trying to find different ways to tie people up. Honestly,
dude, that's actually really cool.
Yeah,
I know for me as a kid, obviously the Jeff Hardy, things.
Yeah.
I hated William Regal's guts. I hated his guts. I saw him as a bad guy.
Great.
I hated him.
Feel happy though. I mean, I could have sworn Jeff Hardy beat him for a title at some point in his career, like early 2000s.
I don't remember, but I just remember seeing.
Pretty sure it was for the European title.
I was gonna say that. Yeah, I just remember seeing William Regal, and he was just like a cocky. He's just a cocky like douchebag, and I felt that as a kid. And I was like, I don't want to see you on my screen. You're an awful person. But you saw that, and you're like, yeah, that's my guy.
Yeah, I think my parents were a little concerned about me when I was a kid, because I was always cheering for the bad guys. Like you'd be watching Star Wars, and you'd be like, yeah, Darth Vader, he's awesome, and then I'm watching like William Regal and Edge and all them, just going like, yeah, these guys are great.
Those guys, I mean, blue poles. Dang it. We need an a-hole jar, just a curse jar. I'd be broke.
Kind of like Gordon
I'd be
Ramsay.
so full by the end of the day.
Honestly. Well, yeah, you two are Jesus.
Yeah, you guys are
putting
making
him to
my
work.
job super easy.
Jay, cut that. Jesus. I forgot what I was even talking about. Yeah, I mean, I didn't get into the whole bad guy, like liking the bad guys until like 2016 when like Seth Rollins came back after his injury. I was like, bad guys are so cool. But before that, I was like, ew, no, dude.
They just seem more authentic to me.
Oh, yeah.
Like when you're looking at a lot of sometimes the baby faces and everything, it's just trying to hype up the crowd and everything.
Yeah.
Whereas like the heel usually has some kind of scheme that he's trying to get over, or he or she is trying to get over, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you like look at one that pops in my head is like Mustafa Ali right now with Retribution.
Yeah.
Like there's a plan. There's a reason why they're doing it.
Yeah.
It's not just like a Star Spangled Awesome like John Cena. I'm gonna come out and salute and then win a title, right?
Good old slapjack. But I wanted to speak on that as well. Obviously, you came in bad guy heel. You came in good guy, babyface, face. Talk about the dynamic. Like, how did you feel knowing? I mean, you probably knew that you were going to be a bad guy at the moment.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to get a Canadian gimmick over as a baby face, I guess, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you saw as soon as I walked through
You literally got booed.
As soon as it was like, Pop's just like from Canada, boo. It's like, okay, yes.
But do you like playing the bad guy, or
I love it.
Is there a part of you that kind of wants to be babyface or no?
Maybe like a really minuscule tiny part of me.
What do you like about being the bad guy?
I don't know. It's just fun being that aggressive guy that you get to, especially with my style. You just pick a body part and you just go for it the entire time.
Go to town.
And then it's just a lot more fun to tell a story in the ring as the heel. I feel like, especially if you get paired up with a really good baby face. Like obviously Steve-O is the easiest night you can have.
Yeah.
But just because how good he is, but the just getting paired up with a good baby face and being able to tell that story of just going after whatever limb. If I'm deciding I'm gonna beat up Alberto and break his arm, then
Man, I will say it is very, very intimidating going out there as a baby face for the first time.
Yeah.
Because when I made my entrance, I got a decent pop, and like some people clapped and whistled. I was like, oh, sweet, cool. And then when Manny came out, man, he had this whole little entourage back on the screen. Man, I was just like, damn. Like he even kind of like looked at me in the eye, kind of gave me the signal, try to get them on your side. I'm like, all right. So I was kind of just doing all the basic generic shit, like, come on, guys, let's go. Like, just kind of waving my arms up, let's go. You know what I mean? And it took me getting a few big moves on him in the match for me to at least get a few cheers. It didn't come from that character. I guess that's one aspect that I could desperately work on, like get people to look at me in a characteristic way and just roll with it.
I guess that's a part of the babyface characteristic, though. It's like you have to out wrestle the heel, I guess, to get over. I wanted to ask, like, are there any babyfaces that are like technicians, like how you would be?
Sure.
That you know of?
I think so. Wouldn't Daniel Bryan be one, right?
Daniel
Bryan's
that's
a
true.
good technical wrestler.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, yeah. Especially stuff in Ring of Honor is really good.
Yeah. He's a diamond on the rough, though. I feel like most technicians they got to be like the pricky, like,
Well, yeah, I guess it just depends on where you're looking, too, because a lot of times here, the technicians were the Canadians or the British guys. So it's like, oh, yep, you guys are heels.
Yeah. That's such a weird dynamic that we have. It's like here... What would you say American style is more consistent of? It's definitely not technical, I don't feel.
I don't know. I feel like
I think it's just a whole different varieties of things, you'll see a lot of high flyers, and you'll see just a lot of wrestlers with their own hybrid little arsenal.
Yeah.
Like you'll see some guys who are like as big as Ricochet and Mustafa Ali, and you'll see them do lots of flippy stuff too. But you'll notice at times they can also do like some cool looking submissions, like you know what I mean. So
Ricochet has that cool suplex from them having the seated position. That's crazy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. Because like if you put a style on you could put a style on, I feel like, on every country other than maybe the U.S., right?
Like a general.
Like a general style.
Yeah.
I guess that is good. Like American is more hybrid. It's kind of what we do here. Sort of. I mean, we're more basic here.
It's kind of the American way, right?
Yeah, I was just saying
hybrid of everything.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. I just got a history lesson.
Boom.
Primo's learning.
There it is.
We got to work that in at least in every single podcast.
You got a pop, bro. Congrats.
Dude. First pop ever, baby. More to come. Hopefully. Maybe not. Who knows? People don't like me sometimes. I'm kind of mean. Woo!
Second one.
Yeah. I'm doing it, baby. What was I? Yeah. So you like being heel.
Yeah.
Do you like being babyface?
So here's the thing about that. I thought it would have been cool. I thought it would have been cool to start being a heel. But a few weeks back when I had my very last practice match as a heel, it didn't go as well. Because, like, here's the thing. When you're a heel, especially when you're a dominant heel, you got to kind of, like, dictate a good part of the match, like yourself. You got to you got to kind of, like, control the pace and kind of pick apart what you decide to do to beat on the babyface, get your heat. I was kind of like, in those moments, I was just like, okay, I'm just going to stomp on him. I'm just going to get him in a chin lock, just very aggressively. You know what I mean? So I was just like, damn, like, I wasn't as creative as coming up with those things. I was just like, damn, okay, so I guess I'm not at that level where I can do that. right now, like
Yeah.
at least to be a heel. So like I give him a lot of credit for that. I feel like with me and Manny's match, we had the perfect balance of a good rookie babyface match where the veteran kind of beat the crap out of the rookie for a good amount of the
Yeah.
match. Then I got my good spark at the end. It was over.
Nice.
I mean, so I felt like that was good balance for me, and I just got to continue to grow from there.
Yeah. I feel like most people give off like heel and babyface vibes because I look at you and I'm like, yeah, you're definitely heel. And then you, I think I've said this multiple times. You remind me of like a good, hardworking like dude. You remind me of Dan O'Brien. I don't know if that's like
blue collar.
Well, yeah, like in a good way. Like you remind me of Dan O'Brien. Like I feel like a lot of people would count you out, but you have the talent to overcome that.
Oh, dude, 100%. I don't know if it's just with my personality, but with a lot of things I've decided to do, the course of my life has just been a lot of negativity. Like, not necessarily from my family, but just like from people that I thought I could consider being in my inner circle.
Yeah.
It's just very disheartening to see when that sort of thing happens. And, I remember about 2 months ago, I went back to my hometown to visit. I saw some of my old friends, and I told them that I was doing this, pursuing this, and immediately, instead of being like, oh, dude, that's awesome, that's cool, they just broke down laughing. I'm like,
Yeah, that sucks.
it's like, the hell, all right, bro, I guess we weren't really friends then.
Yeah.
You know
Right.
what I mean? Because, like, kind of support your homies when it comes to making future life decisions like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's when I was just like, all right, well, cut ties with them. So
Yeah.
just moved on from it.
Rightfully so.
Yeah.
How did your family react?
My dad was supportive. My dad kind of always knew that I was going to want to do this. He would take me to, we didn't have cable at some point when I was like really, really young. So he would take me to this local video store with VHS tapes, and we would buy like lots of Attitude Era and WCW DVD, VHS tapes, and we'd watch it back home together.
That's
and
nice.
then when we finally got cable, I started watching more WWE stuff. As I got older, I discovered TNA, just so on and so forth.
You branch out.
Yep.
Nice. What about your family and friends? How do they react?
Yeah, my dad has watched every single show, I think, since I
Wow.
started going here. He I guess he sits out on his porch on his phone, just
Nice.
doing the dad thing with the phone.
All the way out there and
Yeah, the phone is like all the way out in front of him watching it.
looking underneath his glasses.
Yeah. And then I had a couple friends watching, and then I think my mom told me, just text me when it's done. And I sent her the Steve-O didn't kill me text, and then she was like, all right, cool, that's all I need to know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but like, what was their reaction whenever you told them you wanted to like pursue wrestling?
I think my dad knew I was serious.
Yeah.
And then my mom just thought it was going to be something like you're going to the gym to work out kind of thing. And then I tell her, like, hey, I got a match coming up. And she's like, wait, what?
So different. Yeah, so different.
And it's like, oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
let me know when.
What about your friends?
The friends were surprised I hadn't done it earlier. 'Cause,
Really?
Yeah, wrestling's just kind of been my thing for a long time. Just,
Never any breaks in wrestling? Like you've consistently always watched wrestling?
probably like 11 to 13.
No one blames you for that. That was not a
It was like
perfect time to watch wrestling.
I basically missed the entire Shield run.
Yeah, I did
Same,
too.
Yeah.
same.
I didn't
Like I
see a
said,
single match.
Yeah.
of the show.
yeah, I came back when Seth Rollins came back after he hurt his knee or something towards ACL. I came back like literally the night he came back.
I came back when Roman Reigns was out.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, huh? Oh, actually, no, I came back whenever, because it made a bunch of news when Roman Reigns beat Triple H at WrestleMania for the title.
Oh,
That's when I
okay.
came back. And then,
Well, I mean, I feel bad that that's when he came back.
yeah. I mean, it was fine. I mean, I'm still watching it, and I'm here now. But I don't blame you for leaving during that time. 'cause I
Yeah,
did.
it was just, I think that in college too, right? So
True
there's other things going on.
I stopped watching from 2009 to 2012, I believe, because like literally my favorite wrestlers in WWE from around that time was Jeff Hardy, and then he kind of left to TNA.
Yeah.
All these Jeff Hardy fans.
Then
Nobody shows love to Edge anymore.
I love Edge. I cried when he retired. I'm not
Jeff
gonna
has a
lie.
brother.
he has one of the best.
Yeah.
He has one of the best entrance music ever, in my opinion. I love that song.
Oh yeah, I wanted to talk about that too. Yeah, your guys' your entrance music is. I was rocking back and forth, and then when I had the boo, I obviously had the boo. Your music is killer, and guess what, guys? non-copyrighted.
Yeah,
Shout
boom.
out.
Yeah.
Trying to make money here.
Some of us listen.
Yeah.
Thanks,
What about
guys.
yours?
Yeah, let me just real quick thank both of you. That's only something I've been trying to get done since I started here. And
Oh yeah, dude.
Call back to the P-Boys
As soon as
podcast.
I found out I was gonna debut, I was like, all right, I'm not gonna do my boys dirty like that.
Right?
y'all
Jay-
a couple real ones in here.
Jay has stressed himself out trying to get everyone on some non-copyrighted music. I will say some people have came to me asking for suggestions, but I'm like, yeah, that's your music. Sorry. I don't. Is that mean on my behalf?
No.
Okay, cool.
I'm just glad I changed it like the 2 days before because it ended up Lawrence came out to the original song that I had.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
That was
Yeah, the song
hilarious.
Lawrence came out to. It started playing. I was like, wait a minute, why does this sound familiar? And it came out. I was like, oh dang, I'm so glad I changed.
So wait, is yours a remix of it or?
No, it's just
Oh, no,
it's
shit.
something different. Yeah.
Oh, okay. God.
I didn't. I think I decided I was like, yeah, the one Lawrence came out to sounded more like for lack of better terms, more of like a Babyface song. So I was like, I need something more heavy metal.
Yeah.
Did you feel yourself like when you listen to that song? Did you see yourself in that song? Where you're like, yeah, that's my music.
What, like the one that I used?
Yeah.
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 Great. Kind of. I was sitting there walking around the house, just going like, all right, can I hype myself up to this?
How many tracks did you go through, or was it just like
I
one and
lost
done?
track.
Oh, you did a lot?
Yeah, I was sitting there. I was like, well, for a long time, I was thinking way too hard about it.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, oh man, I need something. And then this guy goes, oh yeah, no copyright. And I was like, well, there goes half the songs.
Nice. So I mean, but how many days would you say it probably took you to find your perfect interest music?
I don't know, man, because I honestly I found that song like last week.
Nice time management. You'd love to see it. What about you?
Yeah.
So it took, specifically, I know for a fact, it took me 3 days to find it. So I was putting it in my head. I was like, thinking about it way too much. I was like, it's like, maybe I might do this. And I had a couple of suggestions for like Mexican ranchero songs. I'm like, maybe not. I thought about doing that, but no. And then I thought about, I'm not a huge Western movie guy, but me and my dad specifically watched 3 of them growing up, and I was like, oh, spaghetti Western music.
Spaghetti Western music.
Yeah, like,
Yeah, some John Wayne.
yeah.
Oh Lord. You guys.
So I went on YouTube, it was like royalty free
texting to me.
spaghetti Western music, and I found this one where it was perfect. Came in with the whistle, and then the bass
That-
drops, and I was just like, oh, that's perfect.
It was
It's
actually
just
pretty
come
cool.
through there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like,
Kind of hit that little high noon sound right at the start, right?
Yeah.
I was like, heck yeah.
God, I wish we had synced up lights for you guys' music, because yours would have been, woo, Lord have mercy on my soul. Because, yeah, you guys' music is so good. That whole show, you guys, I'm very happy for you guys. Yeah, you guys just had good showings, man.
Thanks, man.
I can't think
Appreciate
of,
it.
well, I don't think I've seen any more debuts other than your guys' and Hannah's. By the way, who won the Women's Championship? Shout out to Hannah.
Yeah, good job,
Shout out.
Hannah.
Good job,
Yeah.
Hannah.
Yeah, she's going to be a freaky monster dog. She already looks like
yeah.
a monster. She's built like a monster. Just imagine when she starts doing this for longer. My God.
I'm going to tell you called her a monster.
Yeah.
She's going to kick
Please
your ass,
don't.
man.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, just tell her to listen to this and skip ahead to this one.
Enjoy the
or-
last podcast with Isaiah.
Or runtime. How about you listen to the whole thing and find it? How about that?
Ah, okay.
There you go. YouTube analytics, baby. We out here.
Trying to get that listen time up, boys.
We need it, baby. Yeah, man. AAPW, we got a lot of like up and coming guys that are going to be really good for the show.
It's going to be good.
Yeah, I don't see any flaws with how you guys debuted. It was amazing. I enjoyed it thoroughly.
Appreciate
Thanks,
it,
man.
man.
Appreciate it.
But now it's time for the main event of the evening.
Oh. Where's this going?
It's an early 2000s remix, apparently.
Maybach music. Jay Mazing music. Money Shot music. There you go. Money Shot music. Shout it out. Boy Jay Mazing.
Shout out.
He could use the bread too, baby. We all need it.
God, I could.
God, I feel bad for you
We
now.
all could, man.
You want a sandwich? I'll get you a sandwich.
Yeah, don't make me answer that on here.
But now it is our favorite time of the show. It is called the 3 count.
Okay.
If you guys have listened to the podcast before, you guys are so loyal listeners. You probably have. But if you haven't, we're going to remind you anyways. Basically, it's supposed to be for 3 minutes. We ask you as many questions as we can. But we've deviated away from that because who cares? We don't even keep track of it. Jay, what is it? We just work here?
We do.
We just work
That's
here.
another thing. I said that like once
And I keep
or
running
twice,
with it. It's funny to me. I like
And
it.
he looks at me like this is something that I say like all the time.
It's funny
Now you
though.
got to just say it every time.
Yeah, I know I have
say
to.
We just work here.
We do.
But yeah, answer for as long as you want or for as short as you want. Who cares?
Don't tell
We
Luis
don't.
that.
It would also kind of be hard to just have 3 minutes with 2 people.
Right.
Like, even if we did actually just keep up with it. you
True
know.
that.
Yeah.
Good. We're not good at time management,
Yeah.
baby. Here we go.
Yeah.
First question. The most important question of all the questions.
What's your favorite wrestling pay-per-view?
Wrestling pay-per-view?
And why?
So I would recently probably have to go with probably Dominion 2017. When Kenny finally won the IWGP Championship.
Oh,
Chris Jericho
wow.
also had a good match
Yeah,
on that card.
that entire card had great matches, dude. Great matches all
Huge fan
around.
guy. Nice.
I did not see that coming.
Yeah. Not yeah. We haven't.
This is our
even-
first New Japan answer.
Yeah. Nice. What
Nice.
about you, Canada man?
NXT UK Takeover Blackpool, the first one.
Wow.
Of course, it's not American.
Hell no, I'm not gonna.
Who was on that card?
Yeah, the opening match was Mustache Mountain versus Grizzled Young Vets,
Oh,
and it was the
God, that must've been amazing.
first ever title match. You had teacher versus student. You had Balor versus Devlin,
Oh,
Okay.
oh, that was that. Oh
and then you
my
had
God.
Pete
How could I
Dunne versus
forget?
Joe Coffey, and those two dudes slugged each other.
Yeah.
For like,
I bet, dude.
yeah.
Yo, by the way, Pete Dunne is jacked. That man
dude.
is
Dude, you seen him?
cakes.
Crazy.
Fit,
Man
bro.
is built like a croissant right now. That dude is puffed out. Yeah, who else was on that card?
Crap, man. What was the other one? It was the women's match was they had Tony Storm and Rhea Ripley, I think.
Wow, really?
Wasn't it?
Well,
I could be wrong.
It might have been Rhea's last match before she went to the other NXT. Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Oh
I know
God, that must
I
have
know
been
after that
killer.
feud she ended up
They might
going back
not.
to the
Maybe,
NXT.
maybe they didn't. I don't know.
Who
But
was
yeah,
the main event?
main event was Pete Dunne versus Joe Coffey.
It was Walter wasn't there by that point.
Oh, well, that was when Walter debuted. He
Oh,
came in.
snap.
He came in after, and then because he just stared down Pete Dunne, and like Joe Coffey like stumbles in the ring, just gets f***ing decked by Walter, and then they stare down because that's set up for
Oh yeah,
their match on whatever.
that next takeover or not the next takeover.
It was the takeover before WrestleMania.
Takeover after that was Coffey versus Walter, I think. No, maybe.
Probably in the build up to get Dunn versus Walter.
But that Dunn versus
Anyways.
Walter match was my God. I remember because I had maybe seen highlights of Walter like maybe a week before that takeover, and then watching that match, I was scared for Pete Dunne's life.
Dude, the one that was better, honestly, was Walter versus Bate.
Really?
Tyler Bate.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
I've
match.
seen
That
highlights
match
of that
went
match.
for like what 45 minutes or some
Really?
nonsense like that. Yeah,
My God.
and
I need
it
to
was
watch
just
that.
Walter slugging him
Just
and then
like-
him throwing it back. It was crazy.
It's just like
Good stuff.
I think about him like Tyler Bates like a year younger than me, and I'm just
Oh,
like,
that's-
I look at him and that's compared to me. I'm just like, man, I wish.
What am I doing?
Yeah, right. I'm like, damn.
Do you know? Does anyone know when he started training?
I don't know. He was like 19 or something when he started.
A lot of them,
WWE,
a lot
right?
of them Brits start training when they're in their teens, early teens.
God, man. Because like even Jasmine, she started. Wait, when did she start? She was like 19, 18.
It was like 2 years ago. Huh?
Yeah.
A year ago. Yeah, something like that.
God, dude. I wish I started that young. We spoiler. We have some teenagers here. One is 13 training with us, and we have another 17-year-old. He actually just turned 17. Those guys are set up for long term. Look after them like they're our little brothers. I love them both, even though they are both very mean to me. Very mean indeed.
Yeah, the little one's a bully.
Yeah,
That little one is a bully dog.
13-year-old beats your ass all the
He
time.
really does. People don't know. For reference, every time someone walks in to this place, we all shake each other's hands. He will look at the 13-year-old will look at me. He'll eye me up and down. He'll put his hand out and I'll reach for it, and then he'll pull it away real fast and he'll walk
Damn.
off to someone else.
You fall for that every time.
I really do.
Damn.
Today he didn't do it. Today he actually gave me one, and I screamed so loud.
Did you value that handshake?
I really did.
He's
Call
like,
your mom.
he's just like never gonna wash it.
He's 13. Of course I'm washing it. My God, man. What do you think this is? A school?
Damn.
Yeah, we are. Sorry, I made that
Just a
very
handshake,
weird.
bro.
I was just curious. I was just letting you talk. Where's he going with this?
Right? Yeah, it's like
Nah, but he shook my hand today. I got very happy. But before I was so rudely cut off, Jay, I'm gonna kill you.
I think we're all about out of time.
We went over our
Most important question of the night.
Yes.
Most important question of the night. Favorite ring attire in the business. Go, someone.
Ooh.
Favorite ring attire right now and favorite ring attire of all time. I'm angry because I got cut off. So now you have to answer more questions. That's your punishment.
Do you have someone in mind, man?
I like Pentagon's look. I guess maybe with the luchador. Yeah. And ever since he's been doing that Venom mask, I think that's pretty cool.
Pretty nice.
Yeah. So I guess Pentagon.
For right now, current.
Yeah. If I had to
What about
think of
past?
something. Oh,
Got him. Got him, boys.
past is even harder because then you like really want to think of a good one. Like, because you're sitting there going like, man, I got to think of like the best answer they've ever had.
Any answer is a good answer for past.
I think just I'm gonna go ahead and be a Canadian mark here, and I'll say Bret Hart because just the
Jay rolled his eyes so hard.
yeah, pink and black, man, it's iconic.
It really is. And his glasses.
I'll counterpart that and just say Shawn Michaels, like the back-to-back years when he went against the Undertaker, his gold and black and his gold and white.
Yeah, that all white was sick.
I like the white, yeah.
Shout out to Jesus, baby. Out here supporting
When
white.
he can't, yeah.
Hey, remember when he tagged with God?
That was a thing. Oh my
It was just like a huge spotlight coming down
just-
the ramp.
I remember that as a kid too. I was like, is God gonna show up? Is he gonna do it?
Did they actually book God?
How'd they afford that?
I was a dumb
They
kid.
fit that into a schedule.
I saw the light and then no one came and I was like, Sean, what are you gonna do? Because that's when Vince McMahon was jolted too, right?
He was jacked.
That man was roided out of his gosh darn mind. Okay, so Sean, that's your past.
So yeah, Sean, this is
We
my
need a
past. Present. Okay. I thought we were gonna end it with that. And I'm playing.
Yeah, got it, boys. We got him again.
I would say maybe Ospreay's from his match against Shingo Takagi in the Best of Super Juniors finals. The one where he had like some type of tiger on his coat or some shit.
You really like New Japan.
I really do love New Japan, but I watch a lot of stuff. Mostly everything. But yeah, New Japan, I really love watching New Japan.
Is it
It's
the
just
style
very-
that kind of appeals to you? The hard hitting style?
Yeah, like whenever any one of my practice matches that I've had recently, I kind of love it when they hit me a little hard.
Whoa,
You know, like,
ladies.
like just because like I don't know, like it kind of gets me more into that more of adrenaline rush where it kind of makes me feel like we're making this look like an actual fight. You know what I
Right,
mean?
this
That makes
is
sense.
real. This is believable.
Yeah.
I got you.
Nice. I like that. All right. Next up, who has the best men's division right now out of all the companies? Correct answer is AAPW. But after AAPW.
Oh, yeah.
After AAPW. Look what I did there? Like
Okay,
that?
so
Yeah.
I don't think there's any wrong answer, to be honest, man.
political answer.
I hate to be that guy, but yeah. See, the reason I am more of a AEW and New Japan guy right now over WWE, or just indies in general over WWE, is not because I don't want to support any of the guys that are there, because WWE has an amazing roster too.
Yeah.
It's just,
Technically, they should have the best when you think about it.
yeah, and it's just, man, there's just lots of booking decisions I don't agree with the way they have their talent going right now.
Internet fills you.
You know what I
feel
mean? So, like, I see some guys and I'm like, oh man, this guy would be such a great champion, and then they're just not being utilized in that way, and I'm just like,
Ricochet.
I don't want to put myself through that pain of watching him do that, so I just kind of start watching something else.
I feel that, man. I feel that every time. Yeah, I do the same thing. When Andrade started getting beat up by not Umberto, Angel Garza, when they started to break up. Oh, actually, when they lost the second time to the Street Profits, I was like, wow, they really just don't like Andrade. And
Yeah, if anything, Andrade should have been the one beating Angel.
Yes,
like,
and now Zelina's
100%.
gone. God, man.
Oh, that's still fresh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Jeez. I hope that starts a revolution, dog. The whole independent contractor thing, that makes me mad. Big business talk. Anyways,
Dang.
favorite
Protect the
men's division?
boys.
Men's
And
division?
girls.
Hey.
I've mostly been watching AEW lately, but I will say NXT probably.
I feel like NXT, even though it's proven
think-
itself over and over again to be really good, is still really slept on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, for sure. Like I feel like every pay per view or like show they're putting on, whether it be like Halloween Havoc that they did a little while back.
That was really
it's
cool.
just a solid. They're just solid shows every time.
It really, I cannot think of a takeover where I was like, that was not good. I cannot think of one.
Yeah, you like maybe get like one match where you're kind of like, oh, that was okay.
And that might just be because the match before it though.
Yeah.
Because like all their matches go hard in the paint, dog. Like,
Yeah, like
no
you had
breaks.
that one year where it was just like Gargano and Ciampa going at it,
Yes.
and
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like those
The entire time.
But yeah, I think I could say NXT.
nice. Okay. Do you guys have a favorite women's division? I feel like that. Well,
I think that would have to go to WWE.
yeah.
So that answer usually comes a lot faster.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it does. It's, I mean,
Like,
no fault.
well, yeah. So again, like, there's a lot of booking stuff that I don't kind of necessarily like, but
Totally agree.
even recently when Sasha defended her title against Bayley on that episode of
soon.
SmackDown, that was a great match.
Yeah.
That was a great match on live TV. So I was like, damn, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I feel like most recognized and like probably popular with most people is going to be WWE, like NXT women's division.
Yes.
But I will say that for me personally, I really like. I guess their NWA or AEW is Serena Deeb and like
Yeah.
Thunder
Yeah.
Rosa and
Yeah.
Lindsay Snow. Lindsay Snow was on Dark the other.
Rachel Rose, or was it Rachel Rose? Oh no, it was I forget her name. Girl with the pink hair.
Gracia.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Good dude.
Yeah,
They're
so
starting to build up.
I feel like I guess a lot of that kind of stems from this area because I think
Yeah.
a couple of them are Mission Pro.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. I like that kind of style. And then Serena Deeb just kind of is a cool little flashback to the straight edge society. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Good for her, man. I didn't even recognize
Good
her at
times.
first.
she's awesome.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Just a great technical style. I won't lie. I watch her matches and try to find like things I can
Nice.
maybe use.
I don't blame you. The match she had at Full Gear was pretty good.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's great that AEW is incorporating all those women into their division. Like whenever they get the chance to add them on to Dark or
And
Dynamite.
yeah, they are not hesitant. They just bring them in.
Yeah,
Which is
for
really
real.
good. And shout out to Mission Pro, man. Doing good things out
Yeah.
here.
Oh, yeah.
They're awesome.
Yeah,
shout out to
doing
us.
good things for it. And SWE, shout out if you guys even listen.
if you guys even like.
But yeah, I guess we're good on time. So thank you guys for coming on.
Yeah, absolutely.
You
Thanks,
guys were amazing. And
You're
amazing
very
matches.
welcome.
Oh, he's turning right now.
It's turning.
Oh no. Maybe we could see a tag team in the future.
Ooh.
Hey, who
Wink,
knows? Maybe.
Maybe the Three Amigos. Not me,
Maybe-
obviously Jordan. It's
He
way
might
cooler
turn
than
me
me.
over. He might turn me over to the dark side. Who knows? We'll see.
Jesus, that's grim. We're gonna end it on that, folks. Thanks for watching. I'm joking. Yeah. Once again, thank you guys. We really appreciate it, and I look forward to watching you guys' matches more and more
Thanks,
as time
man.
goes on.
Appreciate
You
it,
guys are really
Yeah,
good.
for sure.
Yeah. Peace.
Let's end it with a snap.
Hey, screw
He can't snap. Goodbye, folks.